with a band called Bad Nerves. Both of them are going to be Tuesday, September 19th at the Agora. You can go to agoracleveland.com for the full details. These tickets here are for you. 2 for Royal Blood this fall in Cleveland. Good luck. Call 10-216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
He's been called a waste of space before, but now it's official. Alan Cox.
To occupy the city.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Hey, 35192 if you want to send a text. If you want to go to AlanCoxShow.com, you can. Because you'll see this tall drink of water sitting here. You'll see Bryan Sternik right over there.
Bryan, your thoughts on gambling addiction, please.
Oh, man.
Yeah, are you a guy that'll walk? How do you feel? Not how do you feel about it, but are you a guy that has any proclivity towards something like that? Are you a guy that can walk into the casino, lose a little bit or win a little bit and split?
Well, I'm broke, so I just got back from the casino, spent the $20 I had, and I was like, time to talk to Alan, Bill, and Mary.
Right. And what's your game?
I like the Wonder Woman penny slots. I've lost 2 mortgages on that slot.
So that's not
And
what
you
we're
never
talking
had
about.
a mortgage.
Never.
That's fine. 2 of other people's mortgages.
Yeah.
We were talking about people's lucky spots. Those are very unlucky spots for you. But you keep going back.
I keep going back.
Keep going back.
Say I'm an addict.
Yeah.
You like her outfit? Is that what keeps you going to that specific slot?
Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I'm like, Linda Carter.
Is it old school Wonder Woman? I didn't know if it was the Gal Gadot in the 1984 or whatever it is. It's old school Linda Carter?
From what yeah. It's Linda Carter.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah, she a baddie.
Tomorrow
Yeah, she
night, Bill is going to be your host, by the way, on the Cleveland Funny Bus.
And will I be dressed like Wonder Woman? You'll have to get on the bus and see.
And Bryan is one of the comics who is your tour guide on this. I think last time I did it, you were the tour guide, I believe. Well, I guess I just did one with Julia, but I did one with you, too.
Before she broke her clavicle.
Yes.
How did she break
right.
her clavicle?
Did she really?
Yeah, she got hurt.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she got into a car accident.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, sorry, Julia.
Oh.
Exactly.
Wow.
I think she was an Uber or something.
Oh, man. Ooh, maybe she'll get a good payout.
That's what I'm thinking.
Some Tracy Morgan money.
And then we can all go to the casino.
Yeah. Wonder Woman.
But when you and I, the one that we did was the one where I started screaming at people.
That's where I work or something?
Across the street. Yeah. And I stuck my face out and I was screaming at people who were checking into the hotel.
Yeah, the family of 6 or 7 or something.
Yeah. They were probably headed back to St. Paul. But they were, it was fun. It's always fun, man.
Yeah.
How did you stumble into this?
Well, so Dean, my boss, the man who bought an old school bus and turned it into a comedy bus, he was showing up to like a bunch of mics about 4 years ago, pre-COVID.
He's looking for people.
He was scoping with his Budweiser and cheap well shots.
Right.
He was walking around the open mic saying, "Who's gonna make it here?" And then he saw my sexy butt, and he's like, "I need that guy.
I need that dude."
You were still hosting LVT at that time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking old open mic, and he was like, "Who's that guy?" And I was like, "Don't talk to me like that. Yeah, I'll work for you."
Yep. Gave you a little pinch.
Give me a little pinch on the left cheek.
All right. Yeah. Because just 3 of you who rotate on this, right?
Yeah.
You and Julia. I haven't met the third girl.
That's Kristen. I worked with her the last time I did it.
Okay.
We had a blast.
Yeah.
Kristen's really funny, too.
And
Yeah, she's the newest.
I got to roast her over someone that she...
Oh, really?
What happened?
I'll tell you off the air.
You had a mutual friend.
Yeah,
You gave her a hard time for it.
I'll show
Yeah.
you.
Oh boy. So he comes to you and he goes, "Hey," he explains it to you. Had they been doing it by then, or he goes, "I'm going to do this thing, and you should come out and be a part of it."
Well, his sister has one in, I believe, North or South Carolina.
Like Charlotte or something
Charlotte,
like that.
yeah, Charlotte. That's North Carolina. All right. And then
Map's right here if you need to consult.
that's what
right
I looked at it. I was like, "Where's North Carolina? Is it by Arkansas?" No, it's not.
No.
But yeah, he got one in Cleveland, and then he was scoping out for comics and some bus drivers.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was originally me, Julia, and John Armstrong.
Yeah. Okay.
John Armstrong's not on it, and then he was looking for a third comic. Then he found Kristen.
Yeah.
But he found me and Julia and John. We were the original 3. He found us all at the same time, pretty much.
So how long ago was this?
Had to have been like winter 2019.
Okay.
Maybe.
So just
maybe
in
summer.
time for COVID to hit.
Yeah. Oh, we all had meetings and stuff. And,
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I want to do this. And then COVID hit. And he's like, hey, so what are we thinking about doing the tours, but everyone wears masks? And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
Right, yeah.
I got scared. And then,
Yeah, because at the
Well,
very
once they got
beginning,
going, yeah, it was all right.
At the very beginning, nobody knew it was going to, everybody thought the world might end or,
yeah, the world was shut down.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to be in a party bus being like, yeah, there's no one on the street.
Guys, this is what people need laughter the most, right?
This was a place.
Uh-huh.
Look at all these apartments that no one lives in anymore. Look at that.
Look at that.
You can still pretty much do that on the tour.
Yeah, you can.
They're even building more.
Yeah.
All this empty office space. It is
But
fun,
they got
though.
the sexy bathrooms going up next door.
Yep,
sexy.
they do.
They got-
Sexy showers and sexy
Yeah.
bathrooms.
And pet friendly.
Yeah, I still don't understand because that's another one. These city club apartments are put next door.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing that they have in a bunch of cities. There's like City Club Chicago and Pittsburgh and Detroit and Cincinnati, whatever. And they all, I think, have the sexy bathrooms. And I still don't understand what the hell that means. Because I think it says what does it say? 5-foot showers or something? It can't be tall. It can't be 5 feet tall.
It
I
must
don't
be
know.
like so
Why?
you can have 2 people in the shower.
Depth? Is that what it is?
Maybe. I don't know. I've stayed at the 9. They have the sexy shower where it's like in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Where you can like press your butt up against
You get the
glass.
360.
Yeah.
Twerk by the living room.
There you
You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about?
We watch TV from the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah, that's sexy.
That's pretty. That's sexy AF.
Depending on what's on.
No matter what's
Carlson in the
on.
background.
He's not on TV anymore,
oh, sorry,
idiot.
Sorry.
Hey, Don Lemon.
He's got 2, right?
He's gone too.
You could turn on I Think You Should Leave
There we go.
and get
Yeah.
your lady in the mood, and boy, that'll do it.
That will
Never
for
been
some
more
ladies.
dry in a shower.
So Bryan Sternik is here. I'm getting texts from people who seem to know you. You have a cousin in Michigan,
Yes.
Paula,
Yes. Hi,
All right.
Paula. Oh, Paula's listening?
I guess.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Hi, Paula. Hey, cuh.
Hi. Brian and I learned the best financial advice from Mr. Hornbeak, so listen to his casino advice. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, that was, I haven't heard that name in a long
Are you a
time.
college boy? Were you a guy that was going to school and you're like, screw this, I'm going to be a comedian?
Mm-hmm. Tri-C 4 years.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You're from this area?
Yeah, Old Brooklyn.
Old Brooklyn. Oh, I remember you mentioning that. Yeah.
Mr. Hornbeak, that was a high school business teacher.
And what high school was this?
Holy Name High School.
Yep.
In Parma Heights.
Catholic school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good for you.
Catholic. Yep.
Yep. I went K through 12.
Catholic school?
Yep.
Do you have PTSD?
Yes. I'm an atheist now. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Everybody
makes
comes
sense.
out with, I don't know how long you went if you just went high school. Usually kids don't go to public elementary school or whatever, middle school, and then go to Catholic high school. Unless you're in a place where they're like, well, it's just the best high school. Usually kids in Catholic high school came all the way up through the system. I don't know if that was your situation, but
It was the same. I went
Yeah.
to a grade school. Like my graduating grade school class was 12 or 13 kids.
right.
And then I went to a Catholic high school that had like 180 kids in my class. And
Yeah.
I had no idea how to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
I was just standing there. Hi. People are passing each other stuff by the lockers.
Yep. You don't know what's up.
I'm like, what's that?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have a bag of grass?
Hey, man. Those pencil shavings, what is that?
Yeah, what is that? You put that in something? What?
And so Tri-C, when you were there, you were like, what did you think you wanted to do? Or did you not know?
Oh, I went for communications.
Yeah, okay.
Just like everybody else, I
Yep.
think that goes in college.
But not knowing what. You were like, I want to do something, but
Yeah, I was kind of like, do you need to go to college? And I was like, no. And they were like, you need to go. I was like, no. And then I ended up going.
didn't like school.
No, I did. I really liked school when I was younger, but then once I was a teenager, I realized I didn't know how to make friends.
Oh, I see.
So I relied on laughter.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous because you are the friendliest person I may
You're like a
have
golden
ever met.
retriever.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
really are.
But I was too
But
golden
that's now,
retriever.
right? Then
yeah.
you probably had to learn you had to be
Yeah.
trained like a golden retriever to do it.
I just thought everyone was friends when I was
Right.
a kid. Like I remember I was in 9th grade and I walk up to people. I'm like, "Hi, we're friends now." And they're like, "No, we're not." And I'm like, "Well, okay. Guess you hate me and my family and everything I believe in."
And then you peed on the floor.
And then I
potty trained.
yeah, and then I peed on the floor. And
Punched the baby. And,
I didn't wear my Depends that day. That was on me.
And so, but learning to do that, you were just naturally gregarious, and you go, I'll do this for a while.
I focused more on social skills than I did on
academics and the schoolwork and all that. Yeah.
I was more focused on making friends, and then teachers were like, "Are you paying attention?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I am."
Right.
Anyways, guys.
Yeah, but from somebody who comes from how you describe yourself, that sounds like a natural progression where you're like, because once you make a couple friends, you're like, oh, I'll just keep doing what I did then, and sooner or later I'll have a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
I'll just replicate this process, which is its own kind of academia. You go, I've replicated this experiment multiple times, and I've gotten a friend out of it every time.
I did that, and then I started doing stand-up, and I lost all those friends I worked hard on.
Right?
Yeah.
At first, they're all excited for you, and then they're like, what are you doing tonight? You're like, stand-up? You're doing it every night? They're like, you're going to do it every night? You're like, yeah.
Yep.
And then they all go away.
Yeah.
And then you get all new friends, and those people are all mopey and upset all the time, and,
Yeah, it's Bill, Mary, and a bunch of sad people.
Yes.
I like how we're not included in that.
No, you're
'Cause
happy.
we make money.
You're with Alan Cox, okay? You can't be depressed here.
You hear that, Alan? You
Yeah.
are solely
Yeah,
responsible.
look at that.
It's all on your shoulders. The happiness of two comics.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
Nope.
Too late. And it's actually Poundcake too, not a comic, but his happiness depends
All right.
on you.
Well, I'll take that under consideration. Yeah. So, do you have a day gig or no? What do you do?
I actually do the bus as a day gig.
Oh, that's the gig.
It's,
Yeah.
it's something. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm not living the most lavish life, but I got this shirt at Target, so I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
For
Well,
myself.
they do have nice shirts.
They have
Yeah,
really nice
nothing
Hawaiian
wrong-
shirts.
Well, that's good then, right? I mean, it's just some people that go, I went to college for engineering and then decided to be a comedian or whatever. And so but it sounds like a natural progression.
Yeah.
And you are very funny on the bus. Like, obviously, when I was on the bus with you, I hadn't met you before.
Yeah, we never
And
met.
so, but it was a lot of fun. It was a good time.
We talked about a lot. We instantly connected about movies.
We did, and you
What
were talking
movie?
about being Puerto Rican, and I didn't know if you were joking. I didn't know if you were playing with those people because they were right there, and you're like, I'm fully Puerto Rican. And I was
Puerto
like,
Rican pierogi.
I love it.
I was going to say, I was like, I think he's telling the truth, but I couldn't tell.
When you first started talking about that on stage, I thought you were messing around too. Because
Yeah.
he has jokes about being Puerto Rican and Polish. I'm like, okay. And then I met your mom, and I was like, oh, damn. You're Puerto Rican.
Just so you know, I believe Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, Bill, I remember when Trump was on the paper towels, you were just like, yeah.
Yeah, right.
They love paper towels.
Alan, the
They need
kid,
those.
there's other people that apparently know you that are texting me, but they're telling me that kids hated us because we had working class parents at Holy Name.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
They are throwing shade at the high school right now.
Yeah, but it's a private school.
Yeah.
Those schools are usually like not a lot of working class families there.
Yeah, there was a lot of like wealthier kids, and then there
Yes.
was a lot of kids like me who my mom was like, all right, you play hockey or you get a job, make a choice. And I was like, I do want to hit people. Let's party.
Yeah.
Start playing hockey.
Yeah, there you go. I'll buy my own mask and everything. It'll be
I
fine.
thought
Mom.
hockey players were like short and stocky.
They are.
Some of them are.
I was like, you're very tall.
Some of them are tall. Yeah,
There's
some
some
hockey
tall,
players are
yeah.
really
Yeah.
tall.
Zdeno Chara, he's like 6'7",
Yeah.
I think. But
Oh, wow.
there's not many. Most of them are like 5'10".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even 6. They're the guys that when they play hockey, they're like, I'm 5'9", but then when they're out on a date, they're like, yeah, I'm 6'1", so it's fine.
Well, when I got the skates on,
Yeah.
put the skates on and then take my picture for my profile.
That's
Going
why
to
I'm
Red-
6'8".
Going to Red Lobster with skates on, be like, yeah, I'm 6'3", so
Yeah. I can ride any ride. Well, listen, thanks for coming in, pal.
this was
Nice
fun.
to meet you. Yeah. Bryan Sternik is one of your charming and delightful tour guides over there on the Cleveland Funny Bus. We're doing it the remainder of June on Wednesday nights. Bill is your host tomorrow night. Then I will be your host on June the 14th. Mary Santora will host on June 21st, and Poundcake will host on June the 28th. But you can see these guys. You can go on a Funny Bus, go to funnybus.net. You do it like Thursday, all through the weekend through like December, right? Like,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I believe their main tours, there's usually one on Friday, 3 to 4 on Saturdays, and then a couple on Sundays. But that's just because we're just getting in the season now. So
Yep.
there will be some on Thursdays. and
Summertime.
Maybe another couple on Friday. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. And then there's also private tours too,
Yeah.
like throughout the week.
yeah, we were just kind of trying Wednesdays out because you guys weren't doing anything on Wednesdays, and we were like, well, let's see if this is fun. And of course, it was a blast.
It's so much fun.
It's
I'm
fun.
so excited.
It's a lot
for
of
tomorrow.
fun.
And I'm excited because I didn't really know Kristen. I know Bryan pretty well. So tomorrow is going to be so much fun. Let's tell the story.
You're doing tomorrow, Bryan?
So
Yeah, I'm on
before
tomorrow.
Bryan goes, I got to tell the story
Yeah.
of when I went to the Rock Hall inductions and I couldn't get an Uber, and me and my date were like stranded downtown, and so I was just kind of going through my phone, like seeing who was up, and I text Bryan, and I'm like, dude, are you awake? And he's like, yeah, I was just about to sit down to eat some sexy spaghetti. And this is at like
That's the best
12:30, 1 o'clock in
Yeah, it
the
was
morning.
late.
And I was like, can you come and pick me up from downtown? And he's like, yeah.
And
like
you're living
20
where?
I was in Lakewood. I
Lakewood,
think.
okay.
Lakewood or Rocky River?
I was in
I
Rocky
think
River,
Rocky
yeah.
River because we went to the game the next day too.
Yeah.
So I could return the favor and picked you up and took you to the game. So he comes and picks me up, and he's like, oh, I thought it was just you. He's like, hold on a second. And he gets out of his car, and he's like moving all this junk around in his back seat. So my date has a place, and she has to like basically sit on
old cups.
on like laundry and McDonald's bags.
She leaned on my Dare T-shirt. I remember that.
He's feeding you sexy spaghetti.
I was eating it in the sexy bathrooms, and then you had to.
Yeah.
Ah,
Gotcha. Yeah.
it's like gummo back there.
But it was just like I really appreciate you coming and getting me. That was like awesome because there was no Ubers at the time, or the ones that there were like $90 and they'd keep canceling. And so you saved my butt that night. So appreciate that. But it was just so funny that you came.
Look at
with,
that.
like-
I'll tell you what.
you were so shocked when there was a person with me like, oh, hold on. It was just like it was like a dust ball.
Yeah.
like a Tasmanian devil just moving stuff around. He's like, okay, she should fit now.
I had to move all my wrestling DVDs.
Well, he asked for a ride. He didn't ask for, I mean, you were there. He picked him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-finger discount.
Thought he'd assume I'd had a date, but
Where can people come see you on the social medias and the interwebs?
On Twitter and Instagram, I am the Bryan Sternik. Bryan with a Y, Bryan Sternik, Sternik.
also very funny on there. You do a lot of good replies on there, like
your
Twitters.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I have some killer
They don't.
tweets.
They don't get the love they deserve.
They
You're
don't.
very
That
funny.
crazy bread treat was hilarious.
Dude, that was great.
It was so funny.
I started following you on Twitter.
Yeah, we're friends on Twitter.
Although
yeah.
I think I'm going to get off Twitter.
Yeah, it gets
It's
toxic sometimes.
It's not even. It's so boring. I don't know what happened.
I know what happened.
What happened?
It got boring.
Oh, he nailed it. Nailed it.
It got musky.
Yeah. Funnybus.net if you want to take the tour anytime. And Bryan will be one of the comics on there. And if you're going to join us tomorrow night with Bill, Bryan will be there too. We'll take a break here. If you want to get a text in, 35192 for anything. You can listen wherever you are on the iHeartRadio app.
Buzzard Fest.
August 4th at Victory Park.
Buzzard Fest.
Featuring
Incubus. Bush. Live. Filter.
tickets on sale now at WMMS.com.
Sponsored by Wahlberg Chevrolet.
Are you looking for America's favorite car? Come see Rick and his team at Mark Wahlberg Chevrolet for your new and used vehicle. Conveniently located in Avon, just off the highway, Mark Wahlberg Chevrolet Avon has all Chevys in stock and ready to go. Stop in and see a Mark Wahlberg Chevrolet Avon, proud sponsor of Buzzard Fest.
Your afternoon drive